Now, if you already signed in at the front desk, bring your junkie ass on in. This is the boxing rehab for us junkies, and we are talking about the addiction of the flyweights. The vacant WBO title, number 1 taking on number 3. And if number 3 wins this fight, I see him running out the champions. And that number 3 is Junto Nakatani. With his height, his range, his power in his hands, I don't see our team fucking with him. Julio Cesar, he'd be picked apart from distance. Maruti, he might be able to pressure him to do something, if experience does it. Now, in order for him to do that, Nakatani, he's gonna have to get past Magramo. Giemel Magramo. Now, see, I didn't know who Giemel was. I had to research him. With his knockouts and everything. I don't always look into power and buy it. It's there. It could be created with the resume that you've been given. It could be real. For instance, the monster. He's knocking out real competition. You hear me? I don't know. But from what I've seen, he throws a lot of punches. He comes at you. He'll wear you out. He is number 1 by the WBO, so he's been doing his work for a while. Coming in at 26 years old, 5'4", 24-1, 20 knockouts. The young stud Nakatani, 22, southpaw, got him by 3.5 inches, 20 and 15 knockouts. So basically, their knockout ratio is the same. So given power, if you guys like numbers, you guys like stats, you like power, well, one guy is 3.5 inches taller, a southpaw, longer reach. It's not stated, but if these guys seen these fighters, Nakatani has the reach. Height, 20 with 15 knockouts, 24-1 and 20 knockouts, 25 fights, 20 knockouts, basically 20 fights, 15 knockouts. So it's the same knockout ratio. Do you go with the height? These linky guys, man. Well, if a linky guy has power and he delivers it, and the fighting style, Magramo, he slips decently, but he's gonna be pressuring you, putting on the punches. Do you think Nakatani could back foot fight him until he has the confidence that he broke him down enough to start himself being on the front foot? Can he push Magramo to the back foot? How can Magramo fight on the back foot? Very interesting. Where is that power? Or is Junto just going to be kind of moving, resetting him, firing off, not the power combos, but the speed combos, getting in points, body shotting them, and like I said, break him down till he can step on the front foot himself. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with that version of the fight. I think Nakatani's going to use the ring, fire off the speed combos, somewhat like Usyk did to Usyk. Usyk did to Usyk. Usyk did to Chisora. Fire off some combos until it's ready to step forward. Even though Usyk didn't quite step forward, he ran out of gas. But I think Nakatani is going to get this. Magramo, if he could take the punishment, he might be able to time Nakatani coming in. As Nakatani sometimes like to have the bow and arrow release. He open wide with his jabs, expose his midsection as he's somewhat holding the phone, but he leaves the midsection wide open. If he could time a left hook or somewhere in there, if he could throw something, right hook, just a body shot will be open. Or him being an inside fighter, is he going to try and just throw an overhand right as Nakatani is the taller fighter, might have his chin up. But I don't see him cutting off the ring. I believe Nakatani will use the ring, the footwork, the reach, and eventually put him on the back foot. I think he will. I think he eventually will put him on the back foot. And if he puts him on the back foot, the fight's a wrap. But if he has to use the ring, I said it's going to be a split decision. I won't be surprised if it's a unanimous decision because with this fire, I won't be surprised at all. But Magramo has that power, but they both have the power. The way he fights and he just, with the pressure in your face, his power is more exaggerated because it's in your face talking. I mean, in your face fighting, talking like, in your face. But I'm going to go with Junto, the number 3 WBO ranked fighter to become the new WBO World Flyweight Champion. Thank you for your time and support. This is Mr. A. Like again, this is the Boxing Rehab, known as the RRT Boxing Show. If you are a boxing junkie, come on in here. Feel free to always sign in at the front desk. And when you're ready, you can subscribe. Thank you for your time and support.